Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with serious charges against this country's national police force. The RCMP face 4 counts under the Canada Labour Code related to the tragic shooting deaths of 3 officers in Moncton, New Brunswick last June. They were outgunned and outmaneuvered by convicted gunman Justin Burke that day. Global News has since heard from serving RCMP officers who say they don't have the training and the equipment they need. As Vashi Kapelos reports, these charges appear to back that up.
In the face of serious charges against the RCMP under the Labour Code, Commissioner Bob Paulson isn't talking, but the group representing RCMP members is calling for Paulson to resign.
Hopefully he takes some other senior executives with him. This has been an absolute debacle.
The charges don't name Paulson, but they do point to the commissioner of the RCMP as the employer. 4 charges in all cite the RCMP for failing to provide appropriate use of force equipment as well as training, failing to provide supervisors with appropriate information or training, and failing to ensure the health and safety of its employees. The charges are so serious, if convicted, the RCMP could face up to $1 million in fines and up to 2 years behind bars per charge. And legal experts say criminal charges are also still a possibility.
It's in the Crown's discretion. They'll decide. They still have time. They haven't hit a deadline or anything. So we could see those charges come down under the criminal code.
Shots fired. Shooting at me! Shooting at me!
The charges come on the heels of a 16/9 investigation into the Moncton shooting. Frontline officers told us they didn't have the right training or equipment. They were outgunned by the shooter, Justin Burke. In 2011, a public inquiry into the murders of 4 RCMP members in Mayerthorpe said officers should be equipped with the carbine, a semi-automatic gun that would allow them to shoot from a farther distance. That rollout dragged on for years, and just last week, the commissioner dismissed Global's investigation as unfair and sensational. You admitted, sir, you haven't seen the show, so how do you know that's the analysis?
Well, because I've heard descriptions of the show. I've heard summaries, I've read
But you're calling it sensational and you haven't even watched it. On Parliament Hill, the opposition wants answers.
Will the minister now come clean and accept responsibility for this disarray in the RCMP?
But didn't get them.
This matter is now before the court, so I will not comment on it any further.
The RCMP is expected to appear in court on the charges July 9th. They haven't entered a plea yet. Commissioner Paulson only saying in a memo last night they'll be examining the substance of the charges carefully before making any decisions. Vashi Kapelos, Global News, Ottawa.